We have an EU rule book that is almost entirely in place.
And whose fault is that, right? So, and also coming to the point around this, and maybe that's his point, right? Like, you know, he's not happy with Labour and the Conservatives for keeping that EU rule book. But the reality is, if the City of London wants to trade with the EU, and that's the requirement of the EU, then what choice does the UK have unless it turns its back on that market, right? Or negotiates. And maybe that's his point as well. Maybe he's saying, okay, I can go in there and negotiate a better deal where we're not, you know, sort of held up by this, you know, sort of restrictive regulation. But then one would argue, why would the EU agree to something that puts the UK at an advantage over them in terms of developing their own banking sectors? So again, it's easier said than done in many of these cases. And I think it ignores the realities of the fact that economically, the world is very interconnected, and concessions typically have to be made in order to enter into certain markets.